weeks after 4 back-to-back cowardly terror attacks in the Jammu sector. Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan arrived in Jammu today to review the security situation and operational preparedness of troops. The CDS arrived at the Nagrota-based White Knight Corps, that's the 16 Corps headquarters, where he reviewed the security scenario and was also briefed by top officers there. Sources say that the CDS, the Chief of Defence Staff, also discussed a strategy to eliminate terrorists who have so far struck in Rajouri, Poonch, Doda, Udhampur and Kathua districts. Now remember, these places are separate from the Kashmir Valley, which is to the north, separated by the Pir Panjal Mountains. Following the abrogation of Article 370, relative peace has returned to Kashmir and the Kashmir Valley, but now there has been a flare-up in violence in the Jammu sector to the south. The Chief of Defence Staff's visit comes a day after the Home Minister Amit Shah reviewed the security situation ahead of the Amarnath Yatra, which begins on the 29th of this month. I want to bring in India Today's man on the ground, Sunil G. Bhatt, who's been travelling across Jammu to get us a ground situation and a realistic picture of how serious things are. Sunil, Chief of Defence Staff, in Jammu today, in Nagrota. He was there to get a full briefing of things. Obviously, the government taking this very, very seriously. They recognize that these serial attacks are not disparate. There is a clear design.
Well, Shiv, the new wave of terrorism in Jammu region has emerged as a big challenge for the security agencies, and that is why this matter is being viewed with all seriousness by the security establishment as well as by the government.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Union Home Minister Amit Shah chaired an important security-related meeting in Delhi. Top security officials, including National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, were present in that meeting, and Union Home Minister gave clear instructions to the security agencies that now the security agencies must work in close coordination to combat terrorism in Jammu region. And today, Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, air dashed to Jammu, and he straight away went to the White Knight Corps headquarters in Nagrota. He was briefed about the current security situation here in Jammu region by top officials of the army, whether it was the White Knight Corps Commander Lieutenant General Naveen Sachdeva or by the Northern Army Commander Lieutenant General M.V. Suchendra Kumar. We have learned from our sources that CDS also visited Northern Command headquarters, and he reviewed the security arrangements, given the fact that Amarnath Yatra is approaching from 29th of this month. Amarnath Yatra is going to begin. It's a 50-day long yatra. So Shiv, it's a huge challenge for the security agencies, and now, election bugle is also being sounded in Jammu and Kashmir. BJP has announced the names of its election in charge, including they have named G. Kishan Reddy as an election in charge for Jammu and Kashmir. So it shows that Jammu and Kashmir is going to the polls soon. So there are many challenges for the security establishment.
The government has its hands full as far as Jammu is concerned. The country's top military officer in Jammu to get a direct stock of the situation, and we will have more from Jammu. This is a situation, like I said, I keep repeating, cannot be postponed, cannot be ignored. It has to be tackled right now, and that's why it's security challenge number one here for the Modi 3.0 government. Sunil, thanks very much. Manipur. Home Minister Amit Shah is, as we speak, chairing a high-level meeting on the Manipur situation. It started a while ago. Union Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla, the Intelligence Bureau Chief, and all the senior military and security establishment officials are obviously there. Since May 3rd last year, over a year now, Manipur had witnessed clashes between the two major communities, the Kukis and the Meiteis, claiming at least 225 lives. To date, and uprooted around 50,000 citizens, many of whom are still residing in relief centers. In recent weeks, things have flared up once again, forcing hundreds of people from their homes.
Churachandpur ravaged by violence last year. This Manipur town was thrust in the midst of the ethnic showdown as the Kuki-dominated hill district was on fire this time last year. 1 year on, peace prevails, but the wounds still visible.
अभी एक साल में तो कुछ बदलाव नहीं हुआ है जो स्टूडेंट वगैरह है अभी तक स्कूल जा नहीं पा रहा है अभी बहुत दिक्कत आ रहा है हमारे लिए फिलहाल हमारा युवा लोग है अभी भी बंकर में है सब यहाँ पे 10-15 बंकर खड़ा कर दिया है वहाँ पे बंदूक लेके दिन रात 24 hours बैठा हुआ है
As I'm now en route to Churachandpur area, which was the worst affected last year when the violence broke out between the Kukis and Meiteis, right behind me you see is the longest buffer zone of Manipur created by central forces and the central agencies. More than a couple of kilometers, this buffer zone where you have the CRPF, Assam Rifles, Army, they're ensuring the armed miscreants from both the sides and the people from both community shouldn't enter in each other's area.
People from the Kuki community have taken over the security barricades on the roads. Children are now on duty, patrolling at this checkpost on shifts.
ये क्या है? ये रेडियो सेट है. तो इससे क्या करता है?
इसे डालना और
मैसेज पास करने के लिए.
We visit the Thoibong area where checkposts are built by the Kuki community along with bunkers in many villages.
When the violence broke out and the people from different communities started attacking each other, the village defense force were formed by both side Meiteis and Kukis, and these Kuki men picked up arms, made bunkers to protect their land, their territory from the counterparts from the other side of the community.
The army remains deployed in some parts of this district where the tension continues to peak.
Kangwai and Bishnupur were the epicenter of the deadly clashes last year. Frequent skirmish, and it was the central forces, central agencies like Assam Rifles, CRPF, Army and other units who could possibly maintain the peace, the law and order situation. Massive buffer zone were drawn.
More than 150 people have died in this town from the Kuki community as a result of the violence last year. A small memorial stands today as a memory of the scars from 2023.
The epicenter of ethnic clashes in 2023, Churachandpur, has changed after 1 year. But what has not changed is the place which was created by the Kuki and Zo community, the wall of remembrance, in the memories of the Kuki members who were victim of the ethnic clashes, who died during the conflict and the violence. They created a wall of remembrance for those who killed during the violence, innocent civilians, policemen, even the armed force personals. And in their memory, this place still exists.
A year on, locals of Churachandpur are grateful for peace, but the nightmare of the 2023 carnage is still fresh in their minds. With Ashutosh Mishra from Churachandpur in Manipur, Bureau Report, India Today.